Christiana Rosa here with head coach Scott Wooster. Coach, your first week of practice, playoff-wise, how are you guys feeling?
Oh, feeling great. And, I think there's this duality to the playoffs. And I was just talking about it during right before the selection show. The Chiefs were playing the Bills, right? And that's become such a rivalry game in the AFC, especially with everything that's on the line the last couple of years. And I heard the press conference afterwards, and Coach McDermott talked about, hey, it's week 9. It's just another, another game. And we talked about that going 1-for-1, right? And then Josh Allen gets up there and he talks about, what's this win mean to you? He's like, it's our 9th win. And then Von Miller gets up there, right, and says, no, it's a big deal, right? We beat the Chiefs. So, you talk about a playoff week, and we've got this mentality going 1-for-1. It's week 12. But this week on the slide, right, in the team meeting, I put that it's week 12 / it's round 1 of the playoffs. And I think there is a duality of that. And, a lot of our guys, yeah, we've got to process how we prepare for football games, but there is a sense of urgency and a finality in the playoffs. So I think just working that duality throughout the week. Felt yesterday, guys around the building coming in on their own, watching tape, preparing for this football game today. Energy in this building, energy on the field where you felt that, right? You felt the finality, you felt the sense of urgency. So excited about it.
Yeah, that's a great point you bring up with the Chiefs and the Bills game. No matter how good you are, someone can always find those holes and those inconsistencies. How have you guys been working toward that, especially going into playoffs?
No, I mean, there's no question about that. We have not played a complete football game yet. Defensively, I think you could point to a couple throughout the year. Definitely not last week, but we've had some complete defensive games. We've had some complete special teams performances, I think. But in terms of a complete football game, putting all 3 phases together for 60 minutes, we have not. So still working on that consistency, working on putting a complete football game together, and this would be an awesome week to do that.
It's tough to play a complete game without your complete roster, but that's slowly coming back together. You have some players coming back this week. What do they mean for you?
No, and that's that part of this part of football, right? It's the duality again of football. It's a physical, violent game. It's what we love about it. It's also what breaks our heart about it. Is you get injured, get dinged up a little bit, and this time of year, that's what happens. Especially with the schedule we play, right? Our non-conference schedule, the GLIAC schedule. So we're not going to be victims, right? Like it's the next man up. It's why our coaches, we got a tremendous staff that recruits their tail ends off all year long. Always be recruiting. That's my job as the general manager coach to put together not just a talented roster, not just a complete roster, but a deep roster. So next man up, we've seen that last couple of weeks. We go up to Michigan Tech 2 weeks ago, and we lose 4 offensive linemen in that game. And if it was the old travel rules, we would have been in trouble because we would have had 4 left. But we had 10 on the trip. The fist came together and played fantastic down the stretch. And last week got a guy back, but still had some guys dinged up, played extremely well. And obviously the quarterback position has been, some different guys in there because of injury. So it's been the next man up. That's how we roll. The power of the brotherhood, power of our culture.
Your roster is super deep, and that reflects next man up. How does the depth of your roster compare to UIndy's?
I'm worried about our roster, right? And obviously we're looking at them from a schematic standpoint, from all those things, but we are focused on us.
And again, you talk about mentality a lot, but you also talk about being you and being us. Does that change in the playoffs?
Nope, no. Us is us, right? We got a way of preparing. We got a way of playing, and us is us. It's again like this. There is that duality, the finality, the sense of urgency in the playoffs. But it is week 12 to us as well. We're going to go 1-for-1.
Finally, you have home field advantage here on Saturday in the first round of the playoffs. How is that going to help you?
No, it helps. Little frustrated with some of the rule changes, some of the things in terms of hosting a tournament game. But it is what it is. Hopefully everyone adheres to those rules. But yeah, it's the Laker Nation. Come on out. Students, come on out. Let's fill this thing up. Going to be, pretty good weather for November. I mean, it's 60 degrees today. It's unbelievable. I think Saturday is going to be in the mid 40s, high 40s. So it's going to be great weather. Come on out. We can use you, right? And Laker Nation, anchor up and support.
You heard him. Come out Saturday, pack lovers. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.